Oh, welcome back to another exciting episode of... I'm just going to listen to the Dragon Maid thing.
Well,
There you go.
okay.
Y'all listen to that as well. Sorry.
Yeah, all ready for this?
I actually don't know if that played over the...
Yes, it did.
Okay.
It did.
I can't
Don't
tell
worry.
how loud it is.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to it 3 times over, so it's hard to tell which one. Yeah, I'm Civvie.
I'm Solar Farm.
I'm running at max speed, I think.
I'm logging.
Hey, Parker.
Hi.
Our next D&D campaign is probably going to be Dark Souls themed. Do you want to
Dark
come?
Souls
Do you want to come play now? And it's going to be D&D 4 instead of 5.
On Mondays, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I could try. What time does it start?
6.
I mean, I could try. Technically, Monday is my Friday, so I could try.
Yep. If you want, I can talk to the GM and see if he's okay with another spot.
Probably. You should probably do that before you invite me, honestly.
Well, it's more of a like, do you want to do this? I can talk to the dude who's going
Yeah,
to
I
run
guess.
it. Because it's going to happen at my house, so he's kind of fucked over if I just say you're playing. Because you get to play at that point.
And we've got a spot.
My
What
house,
what
my
what do we mean
rules.
by like Dark Souls theme though?
Like, he's going to attempt to rebuild how Dark Souls sort of works. So, like, death's not permanent. All the monsters are going to be more... Like, it's going to be co-op. I'm going to force him to watch some Dark Souls co-op boss fights and be like, this is what it should be like when we're playing 4-player. And just like, yeah, everything...
Tell 'em how boss aggro works.
Probably not how boss aggro works, because it's still 4, but, like, still, like, be like, okay, you need to make everybody stronger and, like, make things suck, but make it fair suck. Because a lot of he was looking at a bunch of the like, people had already tried to take Dark Souls to D&D, and like they had basically like templates, and he was showing me some of them. I'm like, this isn't how Dark Souls actually works. This is how Dark Souls works if you don't understand what Dark Souls is. Because it was a lot of like making the characters bad on purpose.
That's not what Dark Souls is, though. Like, that's not.
But-
But like, you're not bad at Dark Souls. What? Excuse me? Like, have the people who made that like played like the first 10 minutes of Dark Souls and assumed that's what the whole game's like?
I think that's what it was, is that the people never got past the part where you suck because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, because like if you get like, I'm not particularly great at Dark Souls, but if you watch like the playthroughs I've done, like on the channel, like, yeah, I suck at the beginning. Like, my character's not very strong, but
Yeah.
actually, that's in Dark Souls 3. My character's fucking busted right at the beginning. It's really funny, actually.
Yeah, so I'm attempting to convince him that maybe, like, we start with lower points to start, but, like, don't bother, like, removing things like different races and stuff. Just skin them. This is just a different flavor of human. Don't remove classes, because it's just, like, the class doesn't matter.
Like, the thing is you start with lower stats, but you have to make it so that you get more stats.
I think
Overall,
the one
that's
he
the
was
Dark Souls thing.
the one he was looking at was giving you a stat point every level, but you
I
were
don't
starting with
remember how-
like way less.
How much is way less?
You were starting with like 16 points rather than like 30 or whatever the normal point buy is. Which I found kind of dumb. Like, it would be better to make the monsters stronger than to weaken the characters. And it means less. Oh, this is not as good.
I mean, the problem I have with weakening characters in D&D is that you end up with like a lot of like, I swing, miss, I swing, miss, I swing, miss.
Yeah.
That's the problem with weakening characters in D&D, and that's why it doesn't work the same way for Dark Souls. Because in Dark Souls, you swing and you just don't deal any damage. Like, that's the difference.
Yeah. Playing in 4 will help.
And also, hypothetically speaking, you can be level 1 in Dark Souls and still do shit tons of damage if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
So
that's the reason why that doesn't really work.
I was attempting to convince him that he should just make the fights harder. Like, take the deadly fights, which is what I usually run, because I'm an asshole, and then make them extra deadly. Like, add like normal fight on top of that, and you probably have close to a Dark Souls fight.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like,
If the fight is fair, it's not a Dark Souls fight.
I mean, Dark Souls fights are fair though.
They are fair. They're just
The thing is,
They're
like,
fair in that the people who are fighting are using their advantages. Oh, it's raining.
That's why they stopped. Okay, that makes sense. See, I'm fine. I think if a party is good at how video games work and D&D, you can fight a lot. You can punch a lot higher than what the game thinks you should be able to do.
Yeah,
Right.
there are people like gaming the system though, for D&D in particular, for that to really work well.
I mean, that's kind of just how, like, people who've played D&D before function by accident.
Is 4 the one with the cards or whatever that you
Yeah.
had before?
Yeah, 4 is the one with the abilities. So
Okay.
so it's less of like, I roll, I miss. Okay, see you later. It's more like, I roll and attack his like one defense. Oh, he has really high in that one. Okay, next time I roll something different. And a lot of the powers have like, you move 3 squares or you gain temporary HP or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot less boring, at the very least.
Yeah, Dark Souls system's weird because Dark Souls and D&D don't really fit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I mean when
Yeah.
I say that.
yeah. Like I said, you roll deadly encounters plus normal encounters, and also give them more HP, and you probably have close to how Dark Souls works.
But you also have to make player power really high because that's how Dark Souls ends up working out.
Yeah.
When people know what they're doing.
Well, he was going to take it so that experience just ends up being residuum, which in 4 can be used as money. So, like, you can either spend your experience to level, or you can spend it on gear.
Yeah. Or you can spend it to buy stuff.
Yeah. So, and
Yeah,
the way
that
4 works
works.
is it just has a big book of gear you can buy. So, theoretically, we could just buy anything. Right?
Yeah. I think you'd obviously make every encounter give like ass tons of experience then.
Well, if you're rolling deadly is 2 levels higher than you, and then you roll normal on top. So it'd be 2.
You'd be getting like,
Yeah, you'd be
triple
getting like
experience or something?
3 or 4 times experience.
yeah, that's probably fine then.
Yeah, and if he's dropping,
Obviously, make it so the party wipes, then everything respawns easy.
yeah, that's basically what I said. Is like he's like, oh, we could make it so like everybody fails once. Like if one person goes down, I'm like, no, that's not how Dark Souls works. Dark Souls,
Yeah.
you lose a guy and you're like, oh fuck, I have to fight his HP too. Like it
Yeah,
just gets
so, like,
harder.
Yeah, like the fight gets harder because you have less people that do more to do the damage or
Yeah.
like soak blows and stuff like that. I don't know what I'd play in that though.
I'm probably gonna end up playing a warlord, so a guy who like pushes people around, like moves people on the field and positions them in the right spots. I think Brian wants to play a sword mage sort of controller support guy. So he'll be like adding buffs and stopping enemies from like moving into weird spots. Because where you stand actually matters in 4. Whereas in 5, it's like, I
Obviously-
stand in the door. Okay, no one can
Where you
pass me
stand
now.
matters is actually somewhat thematic to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the Havel of the group. Or is he? To be more specific, he's gonna be like how I was in Dark Souls 3 with the crossbow.
I
Ew.
kind of want to just remake my Dark Souls 3 guy. I want a fucking harpoon that I throw at dudes and a very scary lightning staff I maybe only hit people sometimes with.
Where's my great axe?
Well, you can just look through the adventure guide and find it. basically told him like, hey yo, inject as few rules as possible that are different from the normal rules. In the case of like combat and character creation, because like as soon as you start injecting stuff, you're just gonna wreck all the items and like how the characters work.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like the thing with Dark Souls is it's like, while it's hard, it's fair. Like Dark Souls has always been fair. There's always a fair way to there's always a way to do something once you figure it out.
Yeah,
like,
Fair was the wrong word to use. It was more like the enemies should be ruthless.
Well, yeah, but like the thing is enemies are ruthless, but they're fair, right? Like,
Yeah.
there is a way to do everything.
Even if you build a bad build.
Even if you make a bad build, the game is fair enough that you're not gonna get stonewalled anywhere as long as you get good, as they say.
Yeah. But yeah, if we have that'll put us at 5 players, 1 GM. That'll cover like every. That very likely will cover every like type of character we need.
Obviously, I should just play the character I had in our 2-player co-op campaign, Alex. The like hyper nuke squish mage that dies in 1 hit. Obviously,
Perfect.
That's the plan. It's okay, guys. Make sure nothing touches me and everyone dies. It'll be fine.
I was just invited to play Rocket League. I'm really tempted to fucking tell him like, hey, I don't even own Rocket League.
Is Rocket League free to play?
No,
No.
it was free on the PlayStation Store for a while. All right,
Who's inviting you to Rocket League?
Rob.
What if I just invited you to Team Fortress 2, man?
I own that game. And it's also free to play, which is semi-confusing. But yeah, we're not really sure when that game's going to start because, you know, we're still playing a different game.
Yeah, it's fine. Also, the guy needs to understand the point that at some point Dark Souls is getting really fucking easy.
Well, luckily,
See,
4 is designed to be like so you go up like a power level every once in a while. So like it'll eventually get easy, but it doesn't have to be easy right away. Like it can be a little more ruthless than Dark Souls. Or at least you can have like a longer ruthless like growth. And so the plateau and like happens later. Depending on how he rolls the encounters.
as long as we don't get any bullshit where it's like, oh, your party can't do anything against this. Had problems with that in Pathfinder.
4 doesn't
You
usually
get
have that
king-
problem.
You know, the problem where your GM's an asshole, everyone has bad equipment, and then you fight some wisps that have really high avoid.
That sounds about right.
I've been worried about our current GM doing that. Although he'd do it by accident if he did.
Luckily,
I see.
he doesn't actually know enough about 5 to know that a bunch of the things we fought can only be fought with magical items. I just didn't bring it up.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, because like at our level, most things in the like at our level, like monster wise, are immune to most of our weapons.
Yay.
Yeah, like
He
the
just doesn't want to give you guys good equipment.
He doesn't know how to.
D&D 5 does not tell you how to, so there's nothing he can really read, and it's for his first time GMing. So like, it's just kind of the way it is.
See, at that point, I'd be just like, hey, you found a sword.
Well, I'm an artificer,
Alex,
so I just say
what's a good sword?
I made a list that generates weapons. So Because there are no good swords in D&D 5.
Yeah, you look at the book and it's just sadness.
Yeah. Whereas I
You
made
see-
a list that roughly generates weapons relatively quickly, or magical items, because you get to pick. You roll like 7 times and you have an item from scratch. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Some of them don't do anything, but
Sometimes it cancels itself out and it's like, oh,
that's on purpose.
okay.
See, the GM I had purposely made it so that the druid that we had in the party couldn't. He was a shapeshifter, but because one, he didn't have any real forms, and the only way he got forms was like observing animals, and then we just never fought a real animal.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
It's like he just intentionally made it so like it's like, oh, those are wolves. No, those are werewolves. It's like, oh, okay.
Those don't technically
yeah.
count. God damn it.
You know, and then it was like, oh, hey, look, there's a spider. Well, can I maybe try and do that? It's like, does the book say you can? No, then no. It's like, oh. That guy was like the guy who got fucked over because he fucked over the GM's like really cool characters that he was coming up with.
Sounds
Really
like
cool
the
TM.
sounds like the GM was an asshole.
GM held a grudge, yes.
Yeah.
Because the one guy was playing a monk,
Yep.
and he was playing a grappler,
Yep.
and we never fought anything he couldn't grapple.
Yep.
And I was playing a rogue. And the funny thing is I never faced any consequences for my actions, which is to say, every time he grappled me, I just executed them. It's like, oh, I guess it's just gone now.
Yeah, in 5, I was reading the Reddit, like you do, and somebody was trying to make a case that fighters were interesting, and that was basically their case, like hug everything. And I'm like, that's not interesting because every character class can do that. It's just fighters are good
Yeah.
at it because they have the hug stat.
Doesn't monk have hug like a hug spec? Or is that
not in 5 yet? I'm sure there is going to be one / is one that I just haven't read yet.
Does the
But
it was to the point where the guy could on reaction grapple people if they attacked him.
sounds right.
And then he could also grapple 2 people at once.
Yep, sounds right.
The only
Okay.
reason why he died is because somebody betrayed us. Somebody playing betrayed us and basically killed him.
That's for the best.
I mean, it was a fun campaign. The GM just made a bunch of really silly mistakes, like, hey, can I buy an amulet of Giant's Growth? Sure, I don't see why not. Oh.
On the grapple guy?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
So he's like he had a really good idea, in my opinion, to like get around the grapple, but because he let him buy the Giant's Growth amulet, it ruined it.
Every monster
Hello.
has a weapon that makes you tiny.
See what happened was
Oh yeah.
see what happened
Oh,
was
yeah.
is,
You grab that. Ooh.
he made it so the guy tried to fly away, but he's like, oh, activate Giant Growth. How much is his carry limit? Oh, it's less than 1,000. That's unfortunate. He hits the ground.
Do you want me to drive the thing over here?
The problem is getting the log lined up.
Yeah, we're basically at the point where I'm buying one of these solar things every hour now. Pretty close to that.
That one is jammed
Yeah,
up.
you're getting close.
Yeah, the problem with that thing there is that the head
Oh,
doesn't
no.
turn.
Oh
So
no.
that happens a lot.
Oh.
That's why I just have this pile of logs, because this was as close as I could get
This
to.
this only happened because I have an audience.
Yeah. This is
No.
good.
Nice. Oh.
Just take Wallace out.
It's fine.
128,000 an hour at the moment. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it sounds interesting.
Apparently I
So-
can't move.
Yes, and I'm attempting to get him to, much like the new GM that we have. I'm attempting to instill the rule of cool rather than what the book says.
I mean, the book's just a group of it's just some guidelines, really.
Not good ones, because people. Oh Jesus!
Fuck machine.
It's because the tree's really fucking big. People take the book as law, right?
You gotta move it over a little more.
Yeah.
There you go. That should be good. I mean, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Give it to me.
That's lewd.
Yeah, it sure is. Just think, this is an actual
Wow.
machine. Somebody gets paid to do this all day.
Just pooping that tree into the
Just
trailer.
get paid to jerk off these logs.
Yep. And then some other asshole shows up with a helicopter and takes the logs away. Welcome to hella logging.
Yeah, it's for the best that you make them do the rule of cool.
Not like
Thing is, they
completely
can
like
murder.
there's no stats rule of cool, but like let's just do the thing that's cooler
Well, yeah.
rather than what the book
Obviously.
says.
Doesn't help that 5e's book is really lame.
You can do it, man. I believe in you.
It's good for alphabetical lists.
It's great to get people into the game, but as soon as they like figure out how to play it, they should move on to something else.
Except they'll never find anything because everyone's playing 5e, so they'll be like, "Oh no, I thought tabletop gaming was boring."
I think what more will happen is that they'll just like groups will fall apart because the game itself is boring.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No
Ran
more
out of
space for new pallets. Oh god.
No.
Oh, eggs
Too
at
many
chickens.
eggs. Too many eggs. Oh no.
Let's see how many eggs is
Oh
too many eggs.
no. Oh yeah, it's full.
How full is full?
That's not particularly
It's-
full.
It can't spawn any more boxes, so
Fuck it. Oh
put
jeez.
more.
Can we hold on? Do you have that
Is
truck
this
over
thing-
here?
Is the thing empty?
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
See if you can throw them in the truck.
No, this. Hold on, I'm
I
gonna
was gonna
solve
see
this
if you can throw
problem.
them in this one. What?
Oh, whoops! I didn't fucking want that.
What
God
are we
damn it!
doing?
I was just gonna push them all out of the spot.
Oh, I don't think you can. I don't know if you can actually do that.
Well, oh god.
I can't lift that. I can't lift these boxes. Oh, there we go.
The controls for this are a little weird. Lift with your back.
Controls for a lot of things in this game are a little weird.
I need you to not stand there, because I can't run into you. Fuck all this shit. Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Keep
Now there's room
producing
for-
chickens. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh
what are
no,
you
I'm
doing?
stuck
Oh.
underneath. Hold on. I got it. Okay.
I was actually curious whether or not. Well,
There.
They're only at $7,000. Oh no.
There's actually like a no, that wouldn't work.
yeah. Where'd it go?
It's right here.
Did you throw it in there and
Go,
I want
babe.
to try something? Oh, that didn't work.
Kobe. It's really hard.
Nope. Well,
I mean, there are
why-
That's what she said.
we do have
I
a oh god. There is a like object installed that's just like a ramp.
It's unnatural ramping though. Sorry, dude.
Can I get an item that's just it's like a pallet and it's just like a reusable pallet that you can put stuff on, and then it has like the what are these called? Tension belts on it. So I can just stack this shit and then pick the pallet up separately. Still annoying, but
Oh,
no, I should close the back. There you go. fuck? It's much easier to throw it in when there's no tailgate there.
This is the proper way to transport eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. No.
I may as well just sit in this menu for another like couple seconds so I can build another one.
There's a great demand at the port elevator, dude.
Oh, damn it. Well, we got most of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What would you do with the eggplant if somebody showed up with a bunch of random boxes just stacked up back? Like, I can get all these eggs here if you want them.
I got all these eggs. You want these eggs?
I fetched them fresh from the chicken myself.
Fresh from the chickens myself, squeezed them out.
What?
Oh, son of a bitch.
That sounds
Squeeze 'em
like
out
some
myself.
Monster Girl business there.
Can I pick up the chicken?
Squeeze these eggs out myself.
Yeah, watch out. The chicken's the same age as you are.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
Yeah. She's just smaller because she's a chicken. 'Cause she's a bird. Where are we putting these eggs?
I don't know, dude.
Who likes eggs the most right now?
We're almost at the turning point.
Of eggs?
Dirty.
You're at 171. So
This is port grain.
Why am I bothering to drive a truck when I have to keep planting solar panels?
indeed.
Because you're a team player like that.
Yeah.
I literally have to stop every minute at this point.
Fucking, what are you doing?
Why are the windshield wipers on? Oh, because it's raining.
It keeps raining. Why does it keep raining?
Very slow on getting these eggs.
Take my eggs! You son of a bitch. It doesn't like to take the eggs out the back of the truck.
Yeah, I know. I was like trying to.
Just throw them out.
If I could do it, I would just back up and stop and have them all fly out.
I mean, if you lower the tailgate, yeah.
I just don't think they'd all hit the spot they need to.
There we go. Forward.
They're not. They don't want my eggs.
That's, I'm sorry.
It's like thanks, but no thanks. Just take my fucking eggs.
No! 666! The fucking spooky eggs, dude.
Take my devil eggs.
What? That's gross.
Bastards. I worked hard to devil these eggs.
They wanted normal eggs.
No, you're gonna have deviled eggs and you're gonna like it.
I don't like deviled eggs.
I don't
We
care.
could pay back our entire debt in one day now.
They just don't want to come out of the cab now. Ugh.
That's spooky. We could pay back our whole debt in one day now.
That's the clicker life, bro.
Fucking get all the shit on my curb. Get out. I regret times 20 thing right now. Oh god, come on.
Life's like that sometimes. Oh, fuck. Just threw that eggs over top of my truck.
Ugh.
All right, you
Ugh.
chickens. You in this unnamed jail. Why do the chicken houses look like gypsy houses? That makes what you call this place far worse.
Alright.
God damn it, I threw it over the truck again.
Oh, come on. Come on, grab it. There we go.
Nice.
Pick the rest of these up eventually.
All right.
Ugh. Ooh.
You having some troubles
Come
there,
on.
sir? Yeah, they really don't want your
Yeah.
eggs. Tell you what.
Yeah, for some reason I just really hate my eggs.
Well, you are
Let's do with them.
the black lesbian
What?
doctor. I'm just saying your eggs aren't worth as much
Seriously?
because you might have been a man before.
When will this end?
When will the discrimination end? Never. That's a lot of solar panels we got over here.
Yeah.
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 We're almost at the point where it's one per minute.
The solar panels are paying for themselves.
Actually, I think it's...
one every 30 seconds.
yeah,
almost.
so it's 2 per minute now. That's right.
It's spooky.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to come back next time with our wonderful solar power dreams here on SplitScreen. I'm Civvie.
I'm Parker.
I'm Wallace.
And I'm Cam.
And we'll see you guys next time.